Hi, my name is Zach Hammer with Real Estate Growth Hackers, and in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step process you can use to dominate your local real estate market with real estate reviews. Let's dive into that. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can dominate your local real estate market with reviews, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan for how to go from 0 reviews to dominating your market and completely owning the real estate review landscape. So let's talk a little bit about why this is important. So the biggest reason for this video is that I know a lot of agents, maybe they've done some level of work to get real estate reviews. Maybe they're just starting out and they don't have anything done yet. And so this video will take you from beginning to end of what you can do to own any given channel, any given place where you can get reviews, and give you an idea for how to focus, why to focus where, and give you some of the keys that you need to make your decisions on what your strategy is going to be when you acquire real estate reviews, and give you a step-by-step process to go from beginning to end and really own it. So a few of these things may be relevant to you if you've already gotten started and you have some real estate reviews. A few of the things might, you might see if you have any weaknesses based on this step-by-step process. But either way, whether you're just starting out or already well on your way to dominating your local market, you'll be able to gauge where you are in this process. So let's go ahead and dive into the actual process. So phase 1 is going to be the setup. So this is going to be everything that goes into getting your foundations ready and getting things ready to go. So step 1 is going to be set up, claim, or verify all the key sites. So the sites that I'd recommend to start are going to be your primary real estate sites, Zillow, Realtor, and Trulia. And then you're also going to be setting up some of the more generic sites, Yelp, Google, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So LinkedIn, I want to emphasize a little bit, not because it's much more important. LinkedIn, we're not going to talk too much about getting a ton of reviews on LinkedIn, but it is important to get it set up and make sure that you have it clearly stated that you're a real estate agent, where you're practicing, what you do, all that kind of stuff, so that if any professionals check you out, LinkedIn is one of the places where they are likely to check you out more as a back end. So it's a good time to get that set up and get that done. Facebook is kind of similar. Not a lot of people are likely going to check you out too deeply on Facebook in order to determine if they're going to work with you. But if you're connected to them, it's likely they will. So you want to get it set up. You want to get a professional appearance there. And inevitably, you'll start collecting reviews there as well. So anyway, let's dive into that a bit further. So step 2 in this is going to be setting up your review funnel. So once you get all your sites set up and basically ready for you to start collecting reviews, now you need to have a systematic place that you can send people to start driving review traffic toward each of these sites. So what I recommend is a review funnel. I will likely be coming out with a video on some of the specifics of setting up a review funnel and what that looks like, what goes into a site like that. But the basic idea is you want a dedicated page that's simple, that gives people the options of where they can leave a review and allows you to emphasize the places that are most important to you while clearly showing them how they can leave a review. So that's the key ideas there. So you want to set something up like that. It could be a landing page on your site. You can use the software that we use and recommend. And again, I'll have another video on that. If you want more information on that, feel free to go to our site and reach out to us about that software and using that. But the basic idea here is you want something that makes an easy process for you to consistently ask for reviews. So phase 2 are going to be your foundational reviews, everything that basically gets you the bare minimum on each of these sites so that you don't look silly when somebody inevitably starts looking for you. So step 3 is going to be at least 3 reviews on Zillow. So Zillow is going to be is the most traffic real estate site there is. So if somebody's going to be doing a search for a property and very often searching for agents, one of the key places that they end up going is Zillow, partially because they start their search here and partially because they end up there inevitably as a result of searching on Google. So you want to have a good presence on Zillow, and 3 reviews on Zillow kind of gets you that bare minimum where it's obvious that you have some traffic, you have some past reviews, so it's at least not going to hurt you. It's not going to do you a ton of good, but it's not going to hold you back. So that's why 3. Next, you want to take those reviews that you get on Zillow and you want to transfer them over to Trulia. So this is an amazing part of the process that Trulia makes available for you. You can actually put in reviews into Trulia and send them to your client and just have them confirm them rather than having to completely re-enter the review. So since you're already getting them on Zillow, get them transferred over to Trulia so you get the same benefits there. Step 5 is going to be get at least 3 Google reviews. So again, people are going to start their search on Google. So you do want to have some level of presence there, especially if somebody specifically Googles you. And that's what the 3 Google reviews do. In some markets, this may even potentially get you some business right off the bat if nobody's really paying attention to this. But most markets that do a decent amount of real estate business, chances are 3 Google reviews is only going to be enough to make you look decent when somebody actually searches specifically for you. If they're searching for a real estate agent, chances are you're not going to show up with just three reviews. But again, this is the foundational step. Step 6 is going to be get at least 1 Yelp review. Now, Yelp is really key and really important because anytime somebody's searching on an iPhone, which is quickly becoming a very dedicated channel all by itself, Yelp is what powers Apple's results when it comes to local reviews and local options. So you want to get at least 1 Yelp review. Key to getting Yelp reviews, make sure when you're asking for a Yelp review that you ask if they already use Yelp. This could actually you may get your 1 Yelp review before you finish the Zillow reviews if you find out that the person is an active Yelp user. The reason for that, if they're not an active Yelp user, somebody has to leave. I think it's somewhere around 3 or 4 reviews or have been using Yelp for a while before their review starts showing up. So you don't want to have somebody sign up for Yelp just to leave you a review. You want them to be an active user in order for that review to stick. Step 7 is going to be get at least 1 review and recommendation on Realtor.com. So Realtor.com is the 3rd most trafficked real estate site. Basically the same reason here as Zillow. You want to make sure you have a presence. You want to make sure you have something on there so that when the people who do use the site find you on there, that they see something that's worth looking at, and you have at least something backing up that you're a quality agent. So after you've gotten the reviews for the other sites, you want to get at least something on Realtor.com. So then phase 3 is going to be where you actually really start getting into the process of dominating. Everything so far has been preliminary. We just did the initial steps to get you set up, and then we created this foundational sort of, its job is more to make you not look bad than it is to really help you get new business. Phase 3 is where we start really going into strategies that are designed to get you more business. So phase 3 is called focus, grow, and repeat. So step 8 in our overall plan is that you're going to find a weak spot and exploit it. So do some research, do some market research, look on sites and see, is there an apparent place where other people are not doing very well? For instance, if you go on Google and you see that you've got a bunch of people who have Google business pages, but they don't, only one person has reviews and maybe they only have like a handful, Google may be a great option for you to focus on to start, because that'll be easy to overtake other people and start leveraging Google to get business off of it, because each of these will have some level of a different ranking algorithm, and the number of reviews can make a big difference in how readily you rank. In a lot of these sites, it makes a big difference. Another site that's that way, and maybe less obviously, is Zillow. So in Zillow, one of the ranking factors is if somebody's looking for an agent in a specific location, it will rank the agent based on the number of reviews they have in that location. So if you notice that, say, in a specific community that you want to do more business in, that other agents are lacking in the number of reviews that came from that area, you can actually specifically start targeting maybe past clients or future clients to start getting reviews in that specific area, to bolster your reputation and gain a foothold. So the key here is you want to look through the options, look through the different sites, look through Yelp, look through Google, look through Zillow, look through Trulia, and find places where it looks like if you gave some concentrated effort there, you could increase your rankings more readily above somebody else. So the reason for this, the reason why we're doing this, is because as soon as you gain enough of a foothold, you can actually start getting business off of this. And the more business you get, the more you're able to get reviews because of past clients. So we're going to look for a weak spot and we're going to exploit it. Step 9, we're going to focus, divide, and conquer. So basically the same idea, just a continuation. Once you find that weak spot, you're going to focus there. Every request that you make for a review should be focused on that area. You're going to emphasize it. You're going to go after areas that really are impactful, and then get enough reviews there until you get that foothold, right? So until you break through, until you get above where you need to start dominating that part of the market. So it may be Zillow, and you go after Zillow until you get a ton of reviews on Zillow, and this may take a while. Right? So you start building it up until you can dominate the Zillow market, or Google or Yelp, right? You focus one place so that you can dominate it. So you start getting the business off of it, and then you leverage that power into your next one, into your next option. And that's step 10. So you're going to rinse and repeat. Once you dominate one, you look for the next one. What's the next one where I can gain a foothold, and start strategically going after those places where other people aren't as strong, where you can start dominating more readily. So the key here, look for places where people don't have as many reviews. Look for places where you can maybe get more reviews in a specific area, or maybe you can more effectively get reviews based on keywords, that kind of thing. But you're going to time after time take that effort that you've done, leverage it into the next step. So you use your business your business success with one area and roll it over into your next. So again, the basic idea, the overarching framework here is phase 1, you're going to go through your setup. You're just going to make sure you have all your ducks in a row, have all your accounts set up. You have your review funnel in place that you're able to start driving traffic to these review sites effectively. Phase 2 is you're going to get your foundational reviews on all these different sites. And that's just a basic layout of information for people to be able to know that you do practice real estate, that you are good at what you do, though you may not get much new business off of that. Phase 3 is where you really start getting in and dominating your market by focusing in one area, growing it until you really own it, and then repeating that as you go. So hope that video was helpful. This is one video in a bigger series that we're doing, so watch for those other videos on reviews. And even more so, we're actually doing a webinar soon about local real estate reviews and how you can dominate in your market, how you can set up a system that lets you capture these reviews, the software that we use to do that, how we've gotten some of our clients over 500 reviews, so that they're able to really leverage those reviews for more business, that they have a pipeline of free leads coming in after getting these reviews. So if you want to get on that webinar, there should be a link that's probably popping up on this video. You can click below, and there should be a link either in the description if you're on Facebook or YouTube, or below if you're on our website watching this video. Sign up for that webinar. It's going to be great. We're going to be completely free doing this webinar, giving you guys some great information. If you're on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, be sure to like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you like videos like this, so you can get more access to real estate marketing content. Otherwise, again, I hope this has been helpful. My name's Zach Hammer with Real Estate Growth Hackers, and we'll see you next time.